Culture categorizes our differences from person to person. There is skin color, language, food preferences, and behavior, just to name a few. Coming from the mixing pot of inner city Chicago, I didn't know what to expect when I came to London. While I see color and diversity every day in Chicago, we are all still Americans that follow American ideals and surround ourselves with American lifestyle. I came to London though, and suddenly I wasn't just another American. I was American, and for the first time, that was different. I wear baggy hoodies and backwards baseball caps in a city of peacoats and designer clothing. I talk like an American, saying things like pants and excuse me every time I need to get by someone. Not only do I talk like an American, but I sound like one. My accent makes me stand out, and I feel American everywhere I go. I feel like an outsider that is in the way of the everyday traffic of London. I walk on the right side, but at this point, I don't even know which side I walk on. I just know I'm getting in the way. I look left for oncoming traffic, but a gang of bikes whizzes past my blind side coming the other way. But as the more I feel isolated by this culture, the more I begin to realize that culture isn't something that sets us apart, it's something that brings us together. People recognize my accent and ask me about home. They tell me the stories they hear of the Windy City, and it begins conversations I otherwise would have never had. I go to Chinatown and was presented with a menu written in Mandarin. While I wouldn't know where to begin, a colleague of mine who was raised in a Mandarin-speaking family ordered me a meal I will never forget. My baggy hoodies don't seem to stand out as much as I thought they did, as I start to notice turbans and other diversity of clothing all coexisting. While I feel like an idiot as I nearly got ran over by a mob of bikes, I notice the smirks and laughs of the nearby people, offering us all an opportunity to humor my moment of carelessness. In my time here, I realized the boundaries we put up to categorize the people we meet are meaningless. Sure, we all behave differently and look differently, but it's things we all share that make us human. It's things like emotion that bring us together, feelings of joy, curiosity, and humor. Feelings of pleasure, whether it comes from comforting food, personal achievement, or giving to someone in need. What makes up our identity is much more complex than what can be seen on the surface. Before this trip, I would have thought of myself as a regular Chicago college kid. But now I see so much more in myself than ever before. I'm a traveler, I'm an open-minded and curious person. I'm someone who isn't afraid to show their true colors. And these realizations have made me much more confident in my time here, halfway across the planet. And while I've learned so much from my time here, and it will be so hard to say goodbye, I cannot wait to begin another chapter of my semester abroad. As I prepare for my next 6 weeks in Paris, I hope to remember the lessons I have learned here. And when my time finally comes to an end, I look forward to returning home. I look forward to returning to the place that has shaped me into the person I am today. And when I return home, I will bring back memories and friendships that I never had before.